And what's going on, folks? Hope you're having a good Sunday evening. Well, and just checking out the new sort of setup here. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, it's been a good day for me. Good weekend of labbing actually. So I am on day 455, streaming this year, and I Foundation Labs. Yeah, that's what I've been working on all weekend. So this is just a kind of a blog update here. Get a little all that in the background. I can fix that. Yeah, so the image of the day here, this is from one of the Falcon Heavy launches. Tomorrow night, they have a launch at like 11:30 p.m. Eastern, which unfortunately I did want to attend or get a ticket for, but I realized that my annual pass cannot be used, which was a real bummer. So it's a nighttime. It's the first nighttime launch. I'm debating staying up to watch it live. That would be pretty awesome. But anyway, tribute to engineering in general. Yeah, 112 days is the countdown till my lab attempt, October 14th. And I figured out today that I have about, I think I'm right, about 14 weekends. Weekends is going to be part of my sort of labbing strategy, which I'm going to talk about in a minute. Yeah, 14 free weekends. So that is excluding like some time off. So there are more weekends than that, but that's the weekends that I can calculate right now that I'll have left to really put in like all day labs. So that's what's going on. Today I worked, and yesterday I worked on foundation labs. And those are, of course, in the INE workbook. They have at the bottom, I can pull this up if you're not familiar with it. Yeah, so INE has all of these sort of topic labs, the INE workbook. And those are, just basically sort of mini practice labs on, learning labs really, on different technologies by section. Anyone who's watched this channel is familiar with, because as you can see here, RIP, they're by section, but down at the bottom, they have advanced foundation labs, advanced troubleshooting labs, full-scale labs, and mock labs. There's a lot of these. I say a lot. Starting to get through them. I've done this one before, the foundation lab. I've actually never completed it in about a 5-hour session, I think. So I've taken like a whole day to try to get through it, and I've never completed it. Let's see. We got some in the chat. SMC Firedog, you enjoy Cisco Live. I really did. Cisco Live was awesome. I got to, of course, see everyone that most everyone I've been wanting to see, meet some new people. The people networking, of course, the best part about it. And it was awesome. I intend to do a video on Cisco Live as second timers point of view. I just haven't had time. I've been labbing some, but it was epic. Epic. It was such a great location too. San Diego was awesome. Thanks for that. Yeah, it went really, really well. And a lot of the time I spent at Cisco Live this year was in the walk-in self-paced lab area. Walk-in labs, they call it now. What do you think about the cert changes? It's rough for me. I think they're great. I think it's time for a change. Right? The network industry is changing more than it has, in the last few years than over a long period of time. And since I think VMware became really popular, there weren't really a lot of network changes then. But this trend is really changing the network industry. And I'm glad to see it adapt, but it just really sucks for me. I live in SD myself, wish I could have gone. Yeah, man. A lot of SD stuff there, SD-WAN. Yeah, it's tough for me because, the cert changes have to take place sometime. And there's always the unlucky people who, me, for example, I'm into over 3 years into this blueprint. and there's significant changes to the blueprint that I'm not going to be ready for in February. So I'm going, I'm hell bent on passing this thing before February. So at Cisco Live, one of the proctors at the walk-in lab said, you know, you should go ahead and schedule, because slots are going to go quick. So I did. I came home and I scheduled for October. And my plan is, if I fail that one, which I don't plan to fail it, but if I do, I'll probably attempt again in 2 months, December, and then one more time, probably in, I see what you mean, San Diego. You live in San Diego. Oh, man. Yeah, San Diego's awesome. But yeah, I did this foundation lab. Again, first time I attempted it, I was not very well practiced at DMVPN, and I've been working on that in the flashcards. So I'll have a flashcard pop up. I have these config flashcards now. They're not just like questions or commands, they're entire configurations. And it'll say configure a DMVPN connection on, or configure this router as a hub router, tunnel 0, and it'll have like 3 or 4 lines of requirements. And then you have to go in and I'll open up Notepad and boom, try to type it all out. And I've been working on that speed. So this time, yesterday I attempted it and I got it in like 3.5 hours. So no, about, I'd say about 4 hours. Because I did 2 lab sessions. And by the way, I've been switching to, for these big labs, I've been using my tokens on the INE rack rentals, which is great. It's relatively stable, I have to say. The rack rentals have been a stable labbing environment for me. For the bigger labs, there was once or twice where I've had to reboot a router just because it's acting weird. And there was one incident today where I restarted router 9, because router 9 was throwing up some weird DMVPN messages. So I rebooted the router and it came back up with a blank configuration. I'm like, oh man. That's why it took me about 4 hours to finish Foundation Lab 1, because I had to, in the middle of everything, I had to reconfigure. I also had to reboot a switch yesterday, I believe it was, because the switch would not form a trunk. Everything looked legit, and that's happened to me and Eve as well in the viral images. Rebooted the switch, it wiped the config. I've learned though. I learned in the INE rack rental to download a copy to your to your local hard drive before you reboot something. So that can save you some time. But I did the same lab this morning. No, sorry. I did this Friday. Yeah. So I labbed this Friday, I believe. Either that or I did it twice on Saturday. I cannot remember now. But anyway, I got pretty proficient at Foundation 1 without really making mistakes. And you're doing the DMVPN, the BGP, the eBGP, iBGP, version 4, version 6, EIGRP redistribution. That was cool. Then today, I'm like, okay, I'm ready for Lab 2. Lab 2, I just finished a session, worked on it today, so far about 2 hours. And, no, sorry, 3 hours, yeah. That's what it was. So this morning I did Lab 1, got it in 2.5 hours. Much faster. Started Foundation Lab 2, got about 3 hours in, and I don't know, I got about halfway. I'm using this new method where I sort of map out on paper what I'm going to do. And this is described, folks. This is in the, Chris Miles posted a great, it's in the links of the day. I'm going to post it here. An awesome strategy. Basically that came about from Tim McConaughey, and he just kind of put it into words and drawings. A very good method to use for the config section. So I started to adopt that, and I like it, I have to say. There's kind of a coding system that you use. Takes a little time up front, according to what it says in the blog, and I've already seen the benefits of doing it, so I'm going to continue to do that, hopefully. But yeah, this is a tougher lab. Foundation 2 has some interesting OSPF intricacies. It changed the way PPP was done. Had a couple changes there from Foundation 1, and quite a few. It had RIP, OSPF, ERRDisabled, B4B6, redistribution. But I did okay. I'm just weak. I'm weaker on OSPF than ERRDisabled. So I've identified some areas I need to beef up on. But yeah, I saved my configuration. I'll probably come back to that next weekend and attempt it again. Yeah, that's my strategy right now. Weekends will be for the big labs, speed, all-day labs. Once I finish all these practice labs, I&E, then I'm not sure how long it's going to take. It might take 3 or 4 weekends or more. Then I'm going to need a new workbook, and I'll start making some of my own labs. And I may buy NARBIC or the CCIE Expert Advanced Menu Bundle before it goes away, August 1st, longer for sale. But yeah, weekends will be for that. Weekdays will be catching up on the remaining sections I have here. So terminal line, I'm pretty much done with that. But I have system management and IP services. All these other sections of the workbook have been done. So that is where I'm at. We're at scramble time. It's for real. I'm a little tired right now because I've been just basically labbing all weekend. But I'm getting faster, and that's the thing, right? The other blog I want to share is ErrDisabled, who I met personally at Cisco Live. Had not met him before, had seen him in the Discord, and we had chatted, and he wanted, we met up on Sunday, actually, and went to the Midway Museum, which was awesome. But we hung out a lot, and he's a nice guy, great guy. Check out, he's trying a new blog. He's trying to get into blogging, so definitely give him, check it out. Follow his blog. He's on Twitter as well. And he's just getting started, but he posts his experiences about Cisco Live, which are cool. So I'm going to share those two. Nothing else really going on. I haven't been much on social media. I'm not going completely dark, but I'm going to continue to vlog updates about my progress. May be helpful to some, and I'll keep everyone apprised. And, we have been exchanging from time to time problems like problem labs in Discord. So if you're not on Discord yet, definitely check it out. Like if someone invents an issue and they want to throw it out to the group, a problem, kind of cool. We've been working on some things there, and it really gets you thinking about the protocol. So really good stuff. Thanks for hanging out this Sunday with me for a few minutes. And I'll be labbing, of course, Monday through Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. You can follow me here on Twitch. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get 1 free Twitch Prime sub a month. If it's sitting around, feel free to hit sub here or hit follow. Follow me on YouTube, Instagram, and, of course, Twitter at The Land Tamer. So thanks for hanging out, folks. We'll see you back here tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern, here on the Land Tamer stream.